This is the beautiful Greek island of SKIATHOS that's been my summer home for the last 3 months. Now, sadly, my time here is coming to an end, and in just a few hours' time, I'll be getting the island hopping ferry from the port behind me to start my long journey home to the UK.
3 months ago, I started working on a plan to travel completely overland from my little Greek island all the way back to my hometown in the UK, taking in a few sites along the way. However, as my departure date grew ever closer, countries started closing borders due to rapidly increasing COVID numbers. I realised it just simply wasn't possible without having to quarantine in various countries along the way. Having already previously bought a non-refundable Interrail pass, I started looking at other options and realised it still would be possible to travel around a few countries given the current restrictions. I would just need to work out a route and order travelling through certain different countries to avoid quarantine or testing on arrival. Now, many years ago, I started a list of 101 places I wanted to see before I died, of which over recent years, that list has now grown to nearly 150 different destinations, of which I thought it'd be great to try and tick off a few more on this trip. Having already extensively travelled around a lot of Europe, I also wanted to avoid returning to places I'd already previously been to. Scattered across various European countries, my current list of places are the quaint Bavarian town of Rothenburg ob der Tauber in Germany, the picturesque Swiss alpine village of Lauterbrunnen, Germany's magnificent Cologne Cathedral, Sicily's iconic Mount Etna, the picture postcard Austrian lakeside haven of Hallstatt, Sicily's charming historic town of Syracuse, and finally Neuschwanstein Castle, the inspiration for Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. In addition, I'll also be looking to psych up the sights, sounds and smells of over a dozen of Europe's finest towns and cities. To achieve this though, it's going to be far from easy, as I've only got around £2,000 for the entire trip, so I'll be looking to eat on the cheap and stay in budget backpacking hostels for the entire journey. Will I be able to do it? Well, I guess that all depends on how the pandemic pans out over the coming weeks and how each country responds accordingly. But I'll be taking all the necessary precautions with regards to kind of masks, gloves, sanitisers, surface cleaners, and I'll also be trying to avoid any large crowds whilst I'm travelling if I can. So, am I mad to even attempt such a thing? Well, probably yes. But the way I look at it is, COVID's been here for the last 6 months. It will probably be at least another 6 months, maybe 1 year, 2 years, until we're finally shot of it. Where instead of putting our lives and travel plans on hold, we need to adapt to a new safer way of travelling. So I hope you'll follow my YouTube series as over the coming weeks I attempt to travel all the way back to the UK, taking in some of Central Europe's most stunning sights. Right, well, let's do this.
Okay, here we are, Basel, Switzerland. 13 hours, 3 trains, 1 plane, 1 bus. Right, let's find the hostel. So it's a little after 7:30. I've just got to the hostel now, and I've got to say it's like no other hostel I've ever stayed in before. It's called a capsule hostel. I mean, there are capsule places I've stayed in, like in Japan before, and nothing like this. This is definitely a lot nicer. But got their own little beds, you've got your own little key cards, your own little door, so you can lock your little cubicle at night. And there's 4 cubicles currently in this room at the moment. But when hotel rooms, obviously in Switzerland, especially in Basel, are really expensive, like €100 even for like an Irish budget. This has cost me 40 quid for tonight, so I can't really complain. Very plush, very modern, and yeah, first time for everything. I'm at the meeting point of 3 different countries. Now, I'm currently stood in Switzerland, and behind me is 3 countries bridge, which on one side you have France, and the other side you have Germany. So, a picturesque 2-hour ride from Basel. I've arrived in a lakeside town of Interail. That's another one ticked off the bucket list.
Oh, well, so much for Swiss efficiency. Thanks to a signal box failure, I've just missed my third connecting train of 5 to Bologna today. So I'm here in the town of Brig for the next 2 hours. Let's go and have a look around.
So that's it, Switzerland done. Now follow me in part 2 as I head over into Italy and my journey continues.